In this last video, I'm going to talk about this assignment, input versus output on a graph. And I decided to keep it separately because I was talking a lot about input, output, domain, and range in the last two, but really the only thing it asks for is the number in the range that results from plugging in the number in the domain that they give you. Here they'll switch them up. So the graph of y equals f of x is shown below. Find all values of x where f of x is equal to 0. So what they're asking is like, when is the output? So when they have f of x equals 0, this is your output. And this is the number in the range. So what you need to know is that you're looking for all y values of 0 on this graph. So when is this function 0? So I only see one place where this function is 0, and that is when the input is 2. So when the number in the domain is 2, the output will be 0. Now, if they ask for a different number, let's say they ask for -4, you'd actually have 2 answers. And so you'd have to give both answers in order to be right. But in this case, they only have one answer. It's at the vertex of this parabola, and it is when the input x, I should label that, is 2. So 2 is a number in the domain of this function. Okay, let's do at least, I'll say 2 more. All right, so here the question says, in the graph of y equals f of x, find all values where f of x is equal to -6. So again, they give you an output, and you need to find the input. Okay, and in this case, they give an output of -6. So when y is equal to -6, what can x be? So here you have two cases. You have x as 7 and you have x as 1. And so how you write these, if I'm not wrong, is 1, 7. Yeah. So what I did on my keyboard is I pressed the comma after the 1, and they separated this into 2 boxes. So this does it automatically. You don't need to know where these symbols are on your keyboard. They're next to the P if you wanted to find them, but I don't think you need to put them on. And so I'll submit my answer. You have to give both, or they will not count it as right. Okay, so let's just do one more. So again, the graph of y equals f of x is shown below. Find all values of x where f of x is equal to 0. So you're trying to find the input, the x value, when the output, the y value, is 0. And in this case, there's only one answer as well. The output is 0 right when the input is -2. So that would be my answer. All right, I hope this helps and you're able to fly through these.